Some patriots are twice as equal, it's true. In the ranks of the brave, the courageous few, with hearts so fierce and spirits so bright, together we stand in the darkest night. From the depths of the void to the edges of space, there's a bond that time nor distance can erase. With every drop, with every fight, we carry the torch of liberty's light. Some patriots are twice as equal, it's true. In the ranks of the brave, the courageous few, with hearts so fierce and spirits so bright, together we stand in the darkest night.
Evening's freedoms, you bunch of bot dismantling patriots. That was twice as equal by the and the Staffers team. A reminder that while all Super-Earth citizens are granted equal rights and protections under the law, some are gifted with enhanced abilities and unequal strength. I don't really think it's controversial to say that between Super Citizen Johnny being able to win a few games of ring toss down at the local carny, and 10-star General Inertia down there laying waste to automaton bases and causing more dropship crashes of the stock market of 1929, one of these sets of talents is a smidge more useful than the other. Speaking of laying waste to the enemies of democracy, I'm seeing green numbers across the board tonight. The bots came on down to Marfark looking for a quick and easy win, while they thought that we were looking the other way, and got spin kicks to fluff out for their troubles. Their invasion forces were completely decimated, and victory is expected, quite literally, at any moment. Helldiver forces are doing just one last check at the planet before they write it off as clean. See which will of the bot divers, at least they're thorough. Normally I'd recommend that with our western flank secured, we could push up the southern Marspira Strait, but it appears that the Helldiver Liberation Fleet is not going to do that. Instead, they are opting for the longer route from Marfark to Aesir Pass and then Vernon Wells. Well, okay then. It's not what I would have done, but you do you, buckaroos. More planets liberated makes for a happier angel, and way I figure it, the kill count for this operation is going to be a lot harder than simply bringing Vernon Wells back into the fold. Hey, you guys want to see what happens when we totally isolate Tarsh from Cyberstan like we did with the Ymir sector? The bots love that whole experience of just being absolutely crushed by us so much when we did it the last time. Come on, let's do it, it'll be funny. Currently, the majority of the Liberation Fleet is working over Aesir Pass, and last I heard they took a good chunk of the 380s and 500 kilograms with them. Oh, we're definitely going to get that planet back. It's just going to be a little flatter when they're finished with it. Back in Buggutsville, the defenses of Pandion and Esker are going just splendidly, though Esker's margin of success is a little closer than I would have liked. Pandion ought to be wrapped up instead of 12 hours or so and gifted to High Command with that really swanky midsummer wrapping paper. You know, the one with all the glitter and gold on it? Yeah, they like that one. Esker will take somewhat longer into the 24 Super-Earth hour range, but will definitely appreciate the surplus manpower from the Pandion defense. With these two planets out of the way, the bug divers are likely going to finish up on Gakrux, which has been steadily losing some ground to their especially angry neighbors, and then that will be the entire TQZ that we are able to access secured. Huh. Then the bug divers will have no choice but to join us in the Western Front, barring any major Terminid invasions emerging from the gloom that require their services. Won't that just be something? Now, a word on the major order. By my math, we are ever so slightly behind schedule with scrap gathering, though Vernon Wells is squarely in our sights. Here's hoping that with the listless bug divers joining the effort as well as the weekend warriors that High Command can draw up, it'll be enough to close the gap. Don't lose heart though, the gap is very, very small, only about 2 or 3%, something that'll be quite easy to overcome with enough bullets, bombs, bravery, and biceps. So before I close the show out, I want to run some concepts by you, dear viewers. First, the various newscasters of the Super-Earth Armed Forces are pondering an alliance name between us. I suggested the Voice of Freedom, but I have a list here of other contenders. Galactic Unity Network, Freedom Network Alliance, Liberation News Network, the Coalition of Truth. So I decided to leave it to a vote. Go ahead and leave a comment about which of these names you like the best, and I'll take it back to my coworkers with the voice of democracy behind it. I figure that's the best way in our line of work to make any decision. Oh, and one other thing, I've been thinking about renaming part of my show where I go over Helldiver weapon and stratagem builds. My original idea was information and education, doing a kind of Starship Troopers thing with it. But I also have the Geneva suggestion. Which do you prefer? Go ahead and vote on that too. Yes, I want to know your thoughts on... What the... Somehow, the deer returned. For real? How did it even get in here? Did it stow away on the logistician fleet? Oh, I see. It is the logistician. How did you, get all of those boxes into the cargo hold with hooves? And what happened to our usual guy? Ah, gotcha. Passed out at a fit of patriotism and nearly drowned in liberty, huh? Happens to the best of us. Yeah, sure, I'll sign. Thanks, Hi, should ye? We always appreciate fresh supplies around here. So, that's been Liberty's Latest with me, Pondera the Radio Angel. I'll be honest, I have not slept at all well the last few days. The stims are the only things keeping me going, so while the night crew handles the scrap cleanup, I'm just going to flop into bed and die for a good few hours. People keep warning me about giving too much and filling up everyone else's cup while I die of thirst. Yeah, there might be a little truth to that. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.